Open your eyes. You're on a hard floor, straw, dirt, something wet that you don't want to identify. Your arm is chained to a wooden post, not tight enough to cut off blood, just tight enough to remind you. Through the bars, you hear them. The crowd, thousands, maybe 50,000. They're not singing, they're not praying, but they're hungry. And welcome to the arena. You're not a spectator. You're the entertainment. How did you get here? Prisoner of war, criminal, slave who talked back one too many times. Or maybe you volunteered. Some idiots did. Thought it would be glorious. Spoiler, it's not. The only question that matters now, how many fights can you survive? Let's find out. I'm your guide. Still cynical. The jokes are darker now because the sand drinks blood and the crowd wants more. First, let's talk about where you are. This is a ludus, a gladiator school, not a school like you're thinking. No books, no recess, just trainers with wooden swords who hit you until you learn not to die. The ludus is a prison with a gym. You sleep in a cell. You eat barley and beans. You train all day. You don't talk to outsiders. The Romans invested in you. You cost money. A good gladiator is expensive. They feed you well enough. Not out of kindness, out of investment. Dark humor moment. You're livestock, but well-fed livestock, because a hungry gladiator dies in the first fight and the crowd wants a show. Now, your trainer. He's a retired gladiator. Fought 30 matches, won most of them, got his freedom. Now he beats you with a stick instead of a sword. He calls you names, he hits your shins, he makes you run in sand until your legs give out. He's not cruel. He's preparing you. The sand doesn't care about your feelings. Neither does he. Learn or die. That's the curriculum. Let's talk about your gear. You're not fighting in a loincloth with a net. That's Hollywood. Real gladiators wore armor, not full armor. That would make the fight boring, but enough to keep you alive for a few minutes. Different types fight different ways. The Murmillo has a big rectangular shield, a short sword, and a helmet with a fish on top. Heavy, slow, but deadly when he gets close. The Retiarius has a net, a trident, and no helmet. Light, fast, he dances around you trying to tangle your feet. The Thraex has a curved sword and a small shield. Agile, dangerous. The Secutor is built to kill Retiarii. Round helmet with tiny eye holes. No one can see his face. Creepy. You're a Murmillo. Congratulations. You're the tank. Slow and steady. Your sword is about 18 inches. Short. Good for stabbing between ribs. Your shield covers you from shoulder to knee. Heavy. Wood and leather with a bronze edge. Your helmet has a visor. 2 eye holes. You can't see much. You can't hear much. It's hot. It smells like old sweat and older blood. But it protects your face. Your face is important. The crowd wants to see you suffer. But they want you alive long enough to suffer. Now, the training, every day, sunrise to sunset. You fight the wooden post, 1,000 thrusts, 1,000 cuts. Your arms burn. You keep going. You fight other trainees. Wooden swords, bruises, but no blood. Your trainer watches. He shouts. Your left side is open. He'll kill you there. Again. You do it again. You run in the sand. Sand is soft. Sand steals your energy. Running in sand builds your legs. The arena floor is sand. You'll be slow there, unless you train in it. You lift weights, stones on a bar. Gladiators are muscular, not for looks. Because muscle protects bone. Dark humor moment. The gym is free, no membership fee, just your freedom. Now, your first fight. The day comes. You didn't sleep. Your stomach is empty, not because they didn't feed you. Because you couldn't eat, they unlock your chain, they walk you through a tunnel. At the end of the tunnel, light and noise. Loud, like a waterfall made of screaming, you step into the arena. The sand is warm. The sun is bright after months in the ludus. Your eyes hurt. 50,000 people, all looking at you, not with love, with hunger. Across the sand, your opponent walks out. A Retiarius. No helmet, no shield, just a net, a trident, and a smile. He's faster than you. He knows it. You know it. The editor of the games raises his hand. The crowd goes quiet. Then he drops it. Fight. He circles you, spinning his net. You raise your shield. He fakes left, goes right. The net flies. It lands on your shield, not on you. Good. You cut the net with your sword. Now he's just a guy with a trident. He stabs. Your shield takes it. He stabs again. Your shield takes it again. You step forward. He steps back. He's faster, but you're moving him. That's good. He trips. The sand catches his foot. He falls. This is your moment. You raise your sword. You look at him. He's scared, younger than you. His eyes say, please. The crowd screams. Some thumbs up, some thumbs down. The editor looks at the crowd, then at you. Kill or not kill? You hesitate. 2 seconds. That's all it takes. He rolls, sweeps your feet. You fall. Your helmet flies off. Your sword is gone. He's on top of you, his trident at your throat. The crowd roars. Now he hesitates. The editor gives the signal. Your opponent looks at the crowd, then at you. He pulls back the trident. You close your eyes. Nothing. You open them. He's walking away. He let you live. The crowd boos, then cheers. They love mercy. Sometimes. You crawl to your feet. Your heart is trying to escape your chest. Your hands are shaking. You did it. You survived your first fight. Now do it again. Statistics. Real ones. Most gladiators fought 2 to 5 times per year. Not every weekend. That's Hollywood. The survival rate? Better than you think. About 80% of gladiators survived each fight because the Romans wanted entertainment, not a graveyard. A dead gladiator costs money. A living gladiator fights again next month. So most fights ended with a wounded loser, not a dead one. The loser raised his finger. The crowd decided. Often, they said live. Why? Because a good loser fights again tomorrow. And the crowd wants more blood, not all at once. Slowly, drip by drip. Some gladiators fought dozens of times. Some won their freedom. The wooden sword, the rudies, a symbol that you're done. You could go home, anywhere. No one would touch you. You were free. Most didn't. Some stayed, kept fighting. Couldn't imagine life outside the sand. That's the saddest part. The arena becomes home. The crowd becomes family. The blood becomes routine. Dark humor moment. Your therapist would have a field day if therapists existed in ancient Rome. They didn't. You just bled. How long could you survive? Not as a gladiator, as a person. The physical stuff, broken bones, infections, scars that never heal. Your brain rattled from too many hits to the head. The mental stuff, nightmares, the faces of the men you killed, the faces of the men who almost killed you. Some gladiators loved it. The fame, the glory. Women threw themselves at them, graffiti on walls. Salatus the Thracian makes all the girls sigh. Yeah, that's real. Archaeologists found it in Pompeii. So maybe you'd love it. Maybe you'd hate it. Either way, you'd keep fighting, because the only way out is the rudies, or death. Death came to most, not in the first fight, not in the 10th. But eventually, the body breaks down. The reflex is slow. One day, you're a step too slow. The trident finds your throat. But here's the thing. You knew that when you started this video. You wanted to know how many fights you could survive. Now you know, a few, maybe more. Depends on you, on your trainer, on the crowd, on luck. So here's the deal. Comment below. How many fights would you last? 1? 10? Are you brave enough to say, I'd win my freedom? And if you want to survive somewhere else, somewhere with colder weather and longer ships, subscribe. Next time we're going with the Vikings. Spoiler, the sea is cold, the axes are sharp, and the afterlife isn't guaranteed. But that's for next time. For now, you're back in your cell. The chain is on your wrist. The crowd is still cheering outside. You close your eyes. Tomorrow, another fight. See you in the arena.